Okay, everyone, welcome to the Move It, Lose It Coaches team call, May 12th. I can't believe it's already the middle of May. We've been doing a series of inviting, and tonight I wanted to go over what's the next step beyond inviting. How do you implement all that inviting? What do you do? And I wanted to share what the system I've used that has brought me success, that has helped me grow my team, and has helped me build my income. When I first sat down to think about this, I thought, I don't really have a system. I just kind of do it based on the individual need. Yeah, I run free challenges and paid challenges, but sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. Then as I thought more about it, I realized I do have a system, but there's always the individual needs as well. So you have people who, may not fit the form of doing the challenge groups, and that's okay. But the challenge groups is how you get the connection and add them. So as I thought about it, I realized I did have a system, and I kind of wrote it all down, and I wanted to share it with you guys so that way most of this will be a refresher, but it's something that you can rely on, that and the slides I have, I'm going to upload them to the coach group as well, because they're something that you can refer back to. That'll kind of keep you on task. David Ingram did something similar to this, but I kind of bridged the gap between his free challenges and paid challenges and added in a little baby step, because most people, they're not ready to go all in from a free challenge to a paid challenge. And we wind up losing that connection or losing that momentum we built with them. And you can always do a free challenge, keep them rolling in free challenges, but the goal is to baby step them into progressing and getting better results. So that's why we do these challenge groups, is to help them and then help them see value in the products we offer and help them have success with those products, and then hopefully eventually turn into a coach, whether it's a discount coach or a business coach. Because as we've discussed, I believe it was in last month's team call, one of them, the real money that you make is in the team volume bonuses. By building your downline, by those people building their, those coaches building their downline, whether it be being a hobby coach and getting their product paid for, or being a business builder, that's where the money lies. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to screen share. And okay, this is the system for success. So the first thing we do in our system is we build free challenge groups, or we start free challenge groups. We do these by inviting personally, creating events, posting about it on social media, as we discussed last couple weeks in inviting. From these free challenges, you build value and trust through them. You give them, but the key too is also to not give too much value, because if they have too much value and see too much success, then you're going to just have them continue to do free challenges or stick with what they're doing because it's working. Which is part of the reason why I kind of steer clear of longer challenges, because the longer they stick with something, the more they're going to have success with it, and then just stick on that path, or and just kind of minimize, not minimize, that's the wrong word, but you just kind of want to have them have enough success to get a taste of it and want more, but not too much success that they want to stay there. It's a fine balance. So good challenges to do are like the walking water challenge, plank challenge, push-up. Chris just started a push-up challenge that's having great results. Favorite moves, truth or dare challenge. This one we just did for the first time last month, and that was great. It was short, 2 weeks. People loved it so much that we got a lot of, oh, that was too short. So I think next time extend that to 21 days, but you definitely don't want it to be any longer than 21 days. Especially for a free challenge group, people just kind of have a limited attention span where that's concerned. These types of challenges are great for transition into clean eating challenge. You can do this by saying, okay, so we taught you some great moves. You've gotten down some good habits. You did this for 21 days. You can do anything for 21 days now. We have this perfect program, or, well, you can transition that into a 21-day fixed challenge group. I have done that before with the Walking Water Challenge. You've done this for 21 days. You can do this program now. You're ready. You've got it. And then it'll give you the added piece of the meal plan. The other way you can do it is just transitioning them into a clean eating challenge. And this is a paid clean eating challenge. So the clean eating challenge, $30 for a 6-day supply of Shakeology. And Beachbody has become really smart and has come out with a 6-packet trial starter pack of Shakeology that includes all the different flavors of Shakeology and vegan or regular formula. This is good because, one, it gets you commission. You don't have to worry about having a supply of Shakeology on hand. And it gives them everything they need, and they get to try different flavors, because a lot of times when people start, they don't have, they don't know what flavor they're going to like. They go off of your suggestion, but maybe you're a chocolate person and they're not a chocolate person. They love vanilla type things or strawberry type things. So it allows them the freedom of choice. What they get from this particular challenge is support, meal plan, tips, initial results. Most people who do this clean eating plan and challenge lose an average of 5 pounds in that week. So for those kinds of people, that is great. That's enough to see that what you have to offer works, that Shakeology works, and then they're going to be more willing to go into the next step, which is a 30-day supply of Shakeology, or hopefully a challenge pack. So I'm going to be coming up with a 6-day meal or a 6-day clean eating post. And I know Kate is as well. We're going to be working together to come up with posts that are different than what David has done in the past, or what I have done with other Move It coaches. We want to give the value of clean eating as far as micro and macronutrients and avoiding soy and things like that, but we don't want to make the videos too long. People have a really short attention span when it comes to informational videos, unless they're all in. If they're all in, then they will watch however long video you post, but most people, their attention span is about 3 to 5 minutes when it comes to videos. So if you're making videos, keep that in mind. So we're going to come up with that, or you can make up your own posts based on your own experience with clean eating. You can give the tips that have worked for you. I know personally, I'm going through a 21-day hormone reset diet, and I've learned so much that I'm going to take those tips and I'm going to probably incorporate those into my challenge groups. So from there, you, of course, message them, talk to them, post in your challenge group about what they think and if they want to try the 30-day supply of Shakeology, and if they'd want to join a 30-day challenge group. And this is what a paid challenge group is. So you leverage their experience and results with Shakeology into a challenge pack or a 30-day supply of Shakeology. Now, always, 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 always try and go for a challenge pack, because it's the best value for your customer, and that's how you want to approach it. For $140, which is just $10 more than Shakeology, they can get a full complete workout program with a meal plan that will help them maximize their results, will help them get the results they need. Now, a lot of times they just don't want to do a whole complete thing. They just want the Shakeology, and that's fine. But if they want the challenge pack, help them find the right challenge pack for them. I've had it where I've offered the challenge pack on sale, and it was the 141, and then we got to talking about 21 Day Fix, and for that month it wasn't on sale, and they wound up paying the extra $20 to get the meal plan because they see all the crazy results from that program and they want to try it. That's huge. Offer, if they go for a challenge pack, offer the free coach sign up. You know, tell them if they're planning on being on Shakeology for longer than a month, it's worth it. Tell them they can cancel at any time. Tell them they can cancel their Shakeology at any time. The more you make it their choice and an option for them to back out whenever they want, the more likely they're going to be to do it instead of resisting you on it. And of course, tell them it's free. When they sign up as a coach discount, there's nothing really for them to lose by doing that because they get the coach sign-up fee waived and then they get the discount on their Shakeology. So it's kind of a win-win for them. The only sticking point is $15.95. But if they're going to be, if you show that $15.95 monthly coaching fee, but if you position it in a way that they still will save $20 on their Shakeology, and you tell them how much your Shakeology is being a coach, that puts it in a real finite number for them, and they can see the savings themselves. From there, they will be more likely to do it. And that's how I've had success signing people up as coaches that are discount coaches with the challenge pack, because it makes sense when you approach it that way. So, or if they just want to do Shakeology, that's fine. We'll get to how to get them the coach discount later. Okay, I guess I will say for the Shakeology 30-day buyers, a great way to kind of leverage that is within the first 30 days, tell them that they can upgrade to a challenge pack for free. And then when they're ready to do that, or when they're ready to do that, they can get the coach fee reimbursed. I don't offer the coach discount for those that are just buying Shakeology anymore because, you know, on top of having to pay $130 for their Shakeology, they have to pay a $40 coach setup fee. That's $170. That just doesn't make sense. So I always try and offer a challenge pack. You can use that as a comparison. Hey, you know, if you sign up for the coach discount with just Shakeology, it's $170. But if you get the challenge pack, you get the coach fee waived and you get a workout program. And express the value of a workout program. A lot of people don't understand that the workout programs have 7 different workout CDs at least, usually. And on those 7 different CDs, 7 different workouts on this DVDs. So they don't understand that it's more than just one workout that they're doing every day. It's a different workout that they're doing. And they don't understand the complexity of the meal plans they get, and that the meal plans are catered to that particular fitness program. So during the challenge group, you're also going to give them a 30-day meal plan. You're going to set them up for success. So here are some quick tips on running challenge groups. And like I said, some of these may be a review, but I've kind of switched things around. I got some great tips from the coach that talked on the Super Saturday video training that I didn't think of ever doing before. I've always tried to incorporate personal development, but I never found a way to do it. I think I finally found a way to do it, and we're implementing it in our current challenge group that we're doing, and it's actually working out quite well. So one thing you want to do that I didn't put on here is you want to pair up with someone that will help you have success. You can pair up with another coach on the team, or with me, or with a coach in your downline, a personally sponsored coach. Help them set up a good challenge group. I've always been of the mindset, the more the better. But what I'm finding for myself is that combining with a couple other coaches, keeping my personal number small, I like to have about 5 people per challenge group, just because I'm able to focus more specifically on those people. And when I get those people truly commenting in the challenge groups and asking questions, I'm able to answer them better and cater the answers directly to them, as opposed to trying to respond to 20 different people that I'm personally responsible for. When you respond to one of your customers in the challenge group, post in the comments so that way other people can learn and see that you're responding to them. Don't private message them without saying anything. You know, if you do feel the need to private message them, say, hey, so-and-so, I'm going to private message you in the comments so people see that you're there for them. I prefer to respond in the comments though, because usually the questions are something that other people in the group will relate to. And then if I feel I need to elaborate more than what I want to do in the challenge group, then I will private message them as well. One most important thing is to be consistent. If your challengers see you fall off on your daily posts, or they see you not posting your workouts or what you're doing, they're not going to do it. I have seen this happen to me every time I have not had a good week. When I don't post consistently in my groups, they don't. You may have some people in your general support groups and in your challenge groups, so you may want to stagger your workout posts between your general fitness group and your challenge group. A lot of times people will scroll through that and the two posts, and they'll think that they've already seen that, and you'll limit the activity you have on your posts and the people that see it. I know it's kind of a little bit more posting, but what we're finding lately is that the more you post in these groups, or the more that goes on in these groups, the more that they are up in people's news feeds. If you have a less active group, it's less likely for people to see the posts. So that goes right into tip number 2. Post multiple times a day to keep your group up in challengers' news feeds. And if you have low activity, tag your challengers in the posts that you make. There's some times where I post challengers every single day in the post to make sure that they see it. Incentivize participation with prizes. I will incentivize them with prizes by, just E&E packets, Endurance and Recovery, which is a pre-workout drink, Results in Recovery, which is a recovery drink, any little doodads I get. I bought, these $1 bracelets from coachwithus.com, their store, and it says, I am what I eat. These are great incentivizers. These are great reminders for people to watch what they're eating. It's just little things like that. It doesn't have to be anything big. It can be a $5 Visa gift card to somewhere, or whatever you want to use. Or it can even be a half-hour coach call with you to discuss their goals. It doesn't even have to cost anything. 4, have a theme. Make the challenges fun. Recently, I know I've referred to this before, but recently we just did the Truth or Dare challenge. That was so much fun because, people never knew what to expect. It kept them on their toes. There was great activity. They responded, and they had a choice. They could either do Truth or Dare, and oftentimes they did both. We do, in our challenge groups, we do something called Weekend Warrior, where people have to post their food during their meals throughout the weekend. That's extra accountability because for a lot of people, the weekends are the toughest. I have people request that in our challenge groups. Can we do a Weekend Warrior? I really need that accountability. And I will tell you, it really helps them, and it helps me because it makes me accountable. Oh crap, how am I going to post a picture of this burger for the Weekend Warrior challenge? I got to make sure I eat a salad instead. So, it helps you stay accountable as well. This is tip number 5, is the new posting plan I have done based on what they spoke of in the Super Saturday. So week 1 is prep week, helping everyone get their meal plan, waiting for the last minute shoppers to buy their challenge packs, getting everything ready, posting tips about cleaning out your pantry, cleaning out your house of all the junk food, things like that. If you need prep posts, I have great challenge guides that I can give you the links for. When I get a couple spare moments, I will upload all those links to a file in the Move It Coaches group. But in the meantime, don't hesitate to ask me. Week 2, motivation and check-in. So this is the week everyone's starting their program. They're all going to be sore, tired, and they're all going to feel like their butts are being kicked. So they're going to need that motivation. They're going to need that accountability to post pictures, sweaty selfies, things like that. Week 3, personal development. A huge, huge factor in how people have results in these challenge groups and in their fitness journey is how they feel about themselves. I know this personally. It has taken me a long time to get results. I've been a coach for 4 years. I had my son 3 years ago, and it took me 3 years to see results. Almost 3 years. He was almost 3 when I started seeing results. 3 years to see good, lasting results. Because I beat myself up. I felt bad. I called myself the fat coach in my head. I have all this success, and I help people reach their goals and lose weight, but I can't get myself to do it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Those are just some of the thoughts that went through my head. But when I stopped that, and when I stopped talking to myself that way, I had the confidence that I could be consistent enough to actually be consistent. When I was consistent enough, not perfect, mind you, but consistent enough, that's when the results happened, and that's when the weight stayed off. So that is huge for challengers, and so that's why we incorporate personal development. So this will be things like helping them create affirmations to get rid of negative self-talk, suggesting books for them to read, creating a vision board. I'm actually tonight going to be creating a vision board training video, a short little thing on why you should do a vision board and how to do it. If you want that video, let me know. I'll give you the link. But vision boards are a great tool to attract positivity and keep them focused on positive goals. Week 4, have a competition. Have a friendly inner challenge competition. Have challengers team up against each other. Or you can team up with another coach and do it coach on coach. You can base this competition on participation in the group or consistency or results for that. That's supposed to say week, sorry. Or consistency or results for that week. Whoever loses the most weight in 1 week, whatever team does, wins. Whoever posts every day or posts their meals and sweaty selfie every day wins, a prize. And again, it doesn't have to be something big. A lot of people just want the recognition. They just want the motivation. So it doesn't even have to be something big. It can be, whatever little fitness doodah you can find. It can be a Shakeology shaker cup. It doesn't have to be anything big. People just like to win. They like to feel special, like, yay, I got this. So 4, upgrading challengers to coaches. So there's a few ways to approach this. It's always the kind of hard topic, asking someone to become a coach. And it's very rare that people will actually approach you straight for coaching without participating in a challenge group. I've had it happen a couple times, and I've been so pleased when it has happened because those people have been great coaches. But generally speaking, I get my coaches from those who participate in challenge groups and I've worked with, and I've helped them see results. So, number 1, you can see potential someone to be a great coach in your challenge groups. And you can message them privately and say, hey, I've seen you really motivate people and you're just so consistent and you've been having great results. Have you ever thought of being a coach? And generally their response is going to be, no, I couldn't do that. And I said, and then you say, well, why not? You're doing it now. You're doing everything I'm doing. That makes them think like, oh, really? It's that easy? I don't tell them that, I have a team of coaches and I have to do all this. You tell them what they would be doing at their level, which is sharing their results and inviting people. So at tip number 2, at around week 3, you offer the challengers that are on Shakeology an upgrade to be a discount coach. Remind them, hey, your Shakeology shipment is going to be shipping soon, your home direct, because usually they get on home direct. I always suggest it so they save the shipping. But let them know your home direct's going to be shipping in a couple weeks. Would you be interested in upgrading to get a discount on that? We call it a discount coach. It's free. If they say yes, then you help them walk through the reimbursement process, tell them exactly how to do it. If you need more information on that, don't hesitate to let me know. I will tell you exactly how to do that for them. It's super easy. But you offer to them for free to save money on their Shakeology. And this, like I said before, this will work for those who are just on Shakeology HD, because they can upgrade to a challenge pack within 31 days of their Shakeology purchase for free, and then get the coach reimbursement as well. Usually, sometimes, as people who are on Shakeology do their own thing, they see other people posting great results by doing a workout program, and they want to know more, or they're still struggling with their nutrition or struggling to get their workouts in, and that's where a workout program is a great opportunity for them to have that missing piece in their results. Because yes, you can't out-train a bad diet, but you still need to work out to get your metabolism going. Number 3, if all else fails, ask them for referrals. Do you know anyone who could benefit from this? Do you know anyone that would, that you think would like a challenge like this? Usually most people know someone who needs to lose weight, or wants to lose weight, or wants to get healthy. You can either, 1, contact those people and have them sign up under you, or 2, go back to, hey, why don't you get your Shakeology paid for? We have this program called Refer 3, Get It Free. If you find 3 people, if you can refer 3 people to me, I will get them signed up under you, and you will get your Shakeology paid for. Bam, even better. So those are just some quick tips on how to get people to upgrade to coaches. Now, sometimes they won't do it all right away. Remember that if for every 20 people you invite, 10 people will join your challenge, 5 people will complete that challenge, and 2 people will probably want more. So those numbers aren't to scare you off, but to help you not beat yourself up when things don't go as well. And like I said last week, when people don't upgrade, that just means you have more forming to do, more relationship to build with them. It's not a bad thing. No doesn't mean no, it just means not right now. Let's see, make sure I don't have any other notes. So that is it. I'm going to unmute everyone and open it up for questions or comments. And then Lynn in the chat says, that's probably where I'm struggling. That's what I want to do. That's why I want to do the Truth or Dare. Plus they get BOD. Yeah. So yeah, so you're saying you struggle with the free challenges? Is that what it is?
Yeah, at the beginning it's just getting like too many, it's like too random, not enough focused in on like 10 people and very specific. I think that's where I'm struggling, and that's I think I need to do more. Oh.
Yeah, I found that too with like the I know the men's in their group, they talk about your 10 focus or whatever they call it, where they have their 10 people they focus on, and then when one drops off they move on or add it up. And I like that idea only because I find that the more people I have, the harder it is to keep track of them. It's my ADD. So the smaller, 5 is a good number for me. It's enough that I can kind of keep tabs on them. And then I pay attention to the ones that are interacting most in the group, and the ones that, are a little less, I'll private message them and keep on top of them. But if they're not invested in it, there's no sense in trying to pull them and drag them. It's just they're not ready for it.
And that's what I feel like I've done with my 14 favorite moves. In the beginning, people were posting and stuff, but they just kind of dropped off. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know, you don't have to do a prize right away to incentivize them. I've done it too, where like, you know, I've seen the post drop off, so I'll just say, okay, whoever posts their meals and sweaty selfies for the next, you know, for the rest of the week gets entered into a drawing for this prize. And that, you'd be surprised how many people are like, woo, okay, I'm gonna post now. This is something to keep them going.
So my question is I've got Anita Mirren said to live out loud on your main feed.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said to have your challenge groups. And then and her her boost page, whatever that is. I've got one, but not everybody knows what that is. The one that you boost on. Anyhow, that's a lot to manage, plus manage a group. So what I was doing was managing the challenges. So what I was doing was putting my challenges on my group page, and I'm just feeling like I'm not as focused on that as when you have an actual challenge, when you've got an actual challenge going. So how do you manage feeding, into your wall, feeding into your group, and a challenge group at the same time? That's a lot.
So yeah, it is. So for anyone that is not running a free challenge group with another coach, run those free challenges in your free support group.
Okay.
The reason why is because, one, it gives you something to post about every day, helps keep you consistent, because a lot of times it's hard to come up with things to post about. And two, it engages some of those people that are less active in the group.
So basically, if I understand what you're saying, then is if you're going to run a challenge group, then pair up with somebody, and or do some in your own fitness group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for paid challenges, unfortunately, you should do that in a separate group, only because you want to give more. That was the other thing I wanted to say. For the 30-day, to upgrade people from a 6-day Shakeology challenge to a paid challenge group, you want to kind of create that exclusivity and build that value of, hey, you know, you're going to get so much more from me and so much more in this group if you upgrade. This is going to be the thing that gets you those ending results that you want.
Okay.
So yeah, unfortunately, you have to do that in another group. Honestly, Lynn, at your level, you don't need to be worried about your wall. Right now for the main thing to be concerned with is just inviting. Like pages, they're very hard to get up in people's news feeds unless you're paying to boost them.
Right.
And Facebook is constantly changing the algorithms to make it tougher for even that to happen. So you kind of have to, I would say, just not focus on that. That's more for when your warm market has dried up. Like for me at my level, my warm market is kind of expired. I keep adding and I keep posting on Facebook to maintain a presence, but most everyone in my feeds have seen what I have to offer, and if they wanted it, they would have approached me already.
Right.
So so for people like me and Kate and David who have been doing it for a while, who have exhausted their warm market, like pages are good. And even we have to pay to promote them. Kate and David spend hundreds of dollars on them. I haven't yet made an investment in promoting my page or boosting it, but that's really the only way to see results with it.
Okay. So Kevin wants to start a challenge next Monday. Should I just co-host the challenge with him then?
Honestly, I would, only because you guys are husband-wife. You can share in either, you kind of share customers, so you can post in your group or his group, or you can create a second group. The good thing too about pairing up with someone else is that you can share the responsibility in the postings. So it's not all on you. So you can post in the morning, you can post in the afternoon, you can post about accountability, and he can post about daily tip and motivation, whatever you guys want to do.
So what?
And I think it would help him too, as a coach under you, a new coach under you, to kind of yeah. And your people know you guys, and they know you guys as a couple. It might be fun.
Yeah.
You could even do a boys versus girls challenge.
What an idea. That's a good idea. Boys versus girls. So Chris is doing a push-up challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And is that something he's building himself? Because that's my challenge. My frustration is finding the time to build some sort of challenge and do those things. So is it something that he's found that he's using, or is it something he's building himself?
I think he's just following David and Kate's push-up challenge posts.
Oh, okay.
But he's had a lot of good activity. I think it's also knowing your customers and what your customers like to do. If your customers don't like to do push-ups, they're not going to do a push-up challenge.
Right. And Kevin's customers are mainly men, where mine are mainly women. So we could do a he versus she challenge.
Well, I think that's where, doing a boy versus girls would kind of create that competitive element. If you're going to do a push-up challenge, you can have one of you do the extreme version, or the moderate to extreme version, and one of you do the modified version. So that way you get all levels.
Okay. So would we be posting videos for it then?
You could do videos, yeah, or you can do video images. There's been times where I've done, a push-up or plank challenge group. Some of the posts have been videos, some of them have been pictures. I will say that the feedback, though, from our customers were they liked the videos because they liked to see how the move actually went. But if you don't have the time, again, if you don't have the time, use other people's videos. It's okay to do that. The idea is to not have this be stressful, is to have this be something that's fun and helps you build an additional income. So, any other questions? Anyone? Okay, awesome. Well, if you guys can think of anything later on, like I said, don't hesitate to reach out, to message me, or post in the Move It Coaches group, and we'll get those questions answered.
I do have one more question.
Oh, go for it, Lynn.
And I know I've asked this, but I guess I'm not remembering very well.
Mm-hmm.
But that video that we saw on the, I'm going to write it down so I don't forget, but that video we saw on Super Saturday, I wanted to watch again so I could take notes. Where do I find it?
Okay, Coach Online Office.
Okay.
News and trainings. I will go and I will upload it right now, or post the link to the coach group, because I know I've told you I would do that. I've just been super busy. So I promise I will go do it right after the meeting.
Yeah, because there was one coach on there that I really related to, and I thought, well, I need to hear her again so I can take notes.
Perfect.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Anything else? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope that this call was helpful. And I'll get the recording back up and the slides up so that way you guys can refer back to it later. So you all have a good night.
All right, thank you.
No problem.